Girlfriend gets jealous over movie scenes and just other girls in general. So last night we were watching a movie and a scene came on where the main character's mom was at her job dancing in a strip club. As soon as it's on screen she glares at me and tells me look away, don't watch, look at me. When I continue watching she continues to glare at me like she wants to punch me in the jaw or something. I ended up turning off the TV and saying I'm ready for bed and ended up going to bed. Without getting into too many more details, it ended up as a bugger fight and she is now calling me an asshole for overreacting to what she had done. Is this behavior from her normal for girls or is it a red flag? It comes off as very insecure and childish to me, like I'm here with my beautiful girlfriend, who's the definition of my type, watching a movie and not in the slightest bit do I find this woman on TV attractive, but she thinks I'm ogling over the scene.
I'm not sure how to feel about this, and it's the first time she got like this. Even though I know she's a jealous type, she never gets crazy like that.
That is not okay. Her insecurity will be the end of this relationship. Talk to her and tell her that you don't like her doing that. See what she says.
My ex was like this. Anytime a girl showed up in a movie, show, etc., she'd say, do you think she's hot? Is she better looking than me? And keep asking every time she showed up. It got old very quickly as I could not enjoy any type of media really for fear of being constantly questioned if any female character was hot. No matter how much reassurance I gave her, it was never enough. It usually stems from either insecurity or projection, neither of which is healthy or sustainable in a relationship. I personally do not think that type of behavior can be changed, by their partner, at least. If you cannot or do not want to deal with it all the time going forward, or she doesn't want to try to get help because this is not a normal behavior, you should reconsider the relationship.
I laughed out loud. This is unhinged.
That's scary. Run.
This isn't normal. No, you should have a conversation. But this level of insecurity is going to spill over and probably make you both miserable. She needs to deal with this before having a healthy relationship.
You. That behavior is not healthy.
Too many red flags to count off. Run. She is not secure with herself and that is her problem, which she refuses to acknowledge or get help for, so I would bounce. My ex was like this with everything. And I'm not just talking about sexual scenes on TV but entire programs in general. If there was a woman she thought it would class as pretty, she would tell me to look at her during this. My thoughts were, it is literally just a film or series, and have no desire to watch them solely for the purpose of the female cast. Some women have this quality, but it is not normal. It is most definitely a red flag. The reason being because it won't just stop at TV. Eventually this will run into the real world. My experience was that it turns to not being able to put yourself in any situations where women were involved in any way. For example, friend groups, social groups, work and events.
Giant red flag. This kind of controlling behavior will only escalate and she will erode your self-esteem and destroy your friendships.
Ha 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 ha. Seriously? What is she? 15? Tell her to go away. And come back when she grows up. Yeesh. Let me share with you some wisdom of the ages. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Or don't ride a crazy dick for those that prefer that. Getting jealous of movie characters is so wildly out of left field. I'd immediately dump her. She's bringing nothing to the relationship but drama, and it will only escalate. My wife and I joke about this. If a nude scene comes on, I'll ask if I can watch and she yells at me not to. I can't believe this happens for real. Yes. Your GF is insecure and unhinged. That's showing some serious insecurity within her. And it may have nothing to do with you. People carry baggage and trauma from their whole lives into every relationship. If possible, try to have a conversation with her about how you feel. She may have a genuine fear from being cheated on. Or she could just be crazy pants jealous. It's up to you to decide if it's worth figuring out. Rob Zombie's Halloween? Lol. Yikes. She's super unhinged and this is not normal. Red flag. You'll be miserable with each other. Resentment all around for years. Source. Was married to someone like that.
Yikes.
Red flag and very toxic trait. She's projecting her insecurities onto you and holding you responsible of her own shortcomings. This is not okay, not healthy and not mature. Please have a talk with her and tell her she seriously needs therapy. I was very insecure too before I started therapy. Never done anything nearly as idiotic as yoursa though. Now my partner and I comment on the hotness of actresses on TV and that's not awkward at all. It's not a competition and she needs to understand if you're with her. You're with her for a reason. It's not normal. It will escalate and it will ultimately become absolutely absurd. No, it's not normal. How do you watch Game of Thrones etc. if you have to look away at scenes? She's very insecure. Nope, not normal. Even in the most insecure days of my life, TV, movie people were never an issue. I mean, you're watching a movie and it's a scene. Unless you were full on drooling or making comments about how this girl was hotter or something. It doesn't make sense.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.